New details on Far Cry 7 have just leaked, providing more information on the plot, characters, and most importantly, the new setting. Despite not officially existing, there's more than enough information to suggest that Ubisoft is working on another Far Cry game. Hey, what's up guys? Zach here and welcome back to VGL. Today we're going to be covering some news on Far Cry 7, the next major installment in the Far Cry series coming from Ubisoft. Let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for the next Far Cry game. And also, before we get started, if you guys could drop a like on this video, subscribe with your notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And now let's just jump right in. So I'm going to read off of this article at thegamingbible.com, and they're basically breaking down all of the leaked information on Far Cry 7. So it starts off like this. While Assassin's Creed is the biggest IP Ubisoft currently owns, a close second would be its open world survival shooter series, Far Cry, the last installment of which was released back in 2021 with mixed reviews. Now, as far as Far Cry 7 goes, not much is known about the title, though recent findings suggest that it'll take a completely new approach to the series compared to the previous titles. A recent post actually shared the leaked casting information for characters set to appear in this next game, as well as with the name New England popping up frequently in their backstories. The characters listed are either a part of a New England family or an American conspiracy theorist, suggesting that the new game will be set somewhere a little closer to home than a desert island in the United States. It also suggests that Far Cry 7 will stick to its theme in establishing a corrupt nation, though whether we're fighting a rogue government or a dodgy monarchy clinging onto a far-off colony remains to be seen. If the leaks end up to be true, this wouldn't be the first Ubisoft project to see a downfall of a corrupt English empire, as Watch Dogs Legions did the same thing in the dystopian London setting. And then it goes on to link some Reddit posts where they're talking about the characters that we could possibly see in Far Cry 7. So before I start breaking down the leaked characters for Far Cry 7, I also wanted to let you guys know that we'll be giving away a PS5 at 80,000 subscribers. If you guys want to win, all you have to do to enter is subscribe with your notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any future uploads, like this video, and comment with your Twitter handle why you want to win the PS5, and we'll be picking the winner at 80,000 subs. All this information will be in the pinned comment of this video. So before I actually start breaking down the leaked characters for Far Cry 7, I kind of wanted to touch on the plot again and the setting of the new game. So basically, Far Cry 7 will go as follows. Apparently, Far Cry 7 will feature an in-game timer of 72 hours, with the players having to rescue their kidnapped family members from a villainous group called the Sons of the Truth, and the family members must be rescued in that certain time frame to 100% the game. Your family members don't have to be rescued in any certain order, but it is noted to 100% the game you have to rescue all of your family members and none of them can be killed off. The other main goal of the game will be obviously to wipe out these Sons of the Truth. It wasn't mentioned in the report, but it's purely speculation at this time, so I'm sure as more leaks come out on Far Cry 7 we'll get that new information covered. But that right there is the basis of the plot for Far Cry 7. So I really wanted to cover the plot so when I'm going over the characters you can kind of maybe fill in the blanks with what characters you could see maybe playing in the roles the best. So now let's cover the potential details on the Far Cry 7 characters. So this Reddit post goes as follows. It says last year casting calls were held for a project codenamed Arrival. The project was managed by Angela Botes, casting production manager for Far Cry 6 and several other Ubisoft titles. This project also listed 2 acting pages under Ubisoft's name. The roles describe a wealthy family and a conspiracy theorist. These details shared in last year's Insider Gaming report on the Far Cry 7 story. These are the role descriptions as follows. And I would like to mention that right now there are 9 leaked characters for Far Cry 7, and the first one goes as follows. So the first character's name will be called Lila Bennett. She is a female aged in her late 20s. She's upper class, modern day New England, self-appointed the heir to the empire and aspiring CEO. She's idealistic, ambitious, and self-reliant. Despite her father's favoritism, she feels like an outsider because Layla was born from a different mother than her siblings, and they see her as a lowly half Bennett. She's filled with guilt because her family's wealth and struggles with how to use it to help the world. Layla wants to take the position of CEO and remold the empire to help people, not exploit them, and Layla Bennett is listed as a main character. The next character's name will be called Dax Bennett. He's a male to early to mid 40s. He's a rich playboy that is egotistical, entitled, ruthless, and jealous, as well as vindictive. He values success, hustles the culture, and winning at life. Dax wants to defeat the sinking feeling that deep down behind all the bravado is a teenager who never grew up and amounted to anything. He wants to gain his father's approval as the legitimate heir to the Bennett empire. He as well is a main character. The third character will be Bri Bennett. She's a female to her mid to late 30s. She has a very strained relationship with her father and is jealous of her half-sister Layla. Bri is a big talker that sometimes speaks quickly and cuts people off. She also is a main character. The next one is Christian Bennett. He's a male in his early to mid 30s. He's always felt different from his family and struggling to overcome the death of his mother. Christian has a tense and strained relationship with his father, and he blames him for his mother's death. This as well is another main character. The next one on the list is Henry Bennett. He's a male aged in his 60s to late 70s. He is a well-educated elitist. He is the head of the Bennett Empire. He's ambitious, manipulative, stubborn, narcissistic, unstable, and tyrannical. The Bennett legacy is in jeopardy at the ending with him, and he has to find a way to rectify it. He wrestles with his failures and fortune building as he also tries to secure his family's legacy, and it's stated that this character will be a lead character. Moving on, the next one is Christa Bennett. She's a female aged 19, early 20s. She's resilient, witty, an orphan small town girl, non-conforming and determined. She's frustrated with the idea of sacrificing her own dreams to raise her brother, and some of her resentment occasionally seeps out. She as well is a lead character. The next character's name will be Duncan. He's a male aged in his 40s. He's two-faced and vengeful, with two very different public and private personas. Ian is envious of the rich elite and the power that they wield. He believes that the world owes him respect, prosperity, and justice. He wants to prove to everyone that he's smarter than them and will take what's owed to him. This character is well a lead character. The second to last name is John McKay. He's a male aged in his 30s to early 40s. He's very short-tempered, quick-witted, and a little sarcastic, confident, and thin-skinned. He has a knack for boating but finds it difficult to make a living on the coastal shores. This character as well has the lead role. And last but not least, Dr. Safina Kazan. She is a female in her mid-30s. Safina is a talented doctor and a Harvard med graduate. She's intelligent and egotistical, a perfectionist, and a workaholic. She can be a bit vindictive and prideful. Safina believes that success is guaranteed through hard work and sacrifice. She's professional, fractal, and blunt, and she'll be playing a part of a supporting role in Far Cry 7. I also wanted to note that on this leaked list of the characters, this is a generally reliable source. There's quite the possibility that this is actually true. What it seems like from my perspective, Far Cry 7 is going to have a huge family dilemma. It looks of power, riches, fame, and somehow New England keeps popping up in all of the backstories of these characters. So something with New England is going to be happening in this next game if this actually ends up being true. But so far, this is the new leaked information for the full character list, as well as their backstories. Definitely take all this information with a grain of salt. This is leaked. It could end up being true. It could not end up being true. We're just going to have to wait and see. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description so you can read all the details about the presumed characters, as well how they might fit into the wider story. Far Cry 7 definitely sounds like a fresh take that we've been waiting for. I can't wait to play the game. Hopefully it comes out in 2025. Once Ubisoft gets rid of Assassin's Creed out of their pipeline, there's a lot of hype to live up to. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you could, drop a like on this video, subscribe with your notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any future videos. This has been Zach with VGL. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.